Animals rarely leave me speechless, but sometimes when they're explaining their very unique perspective, it can be both puzzling and fascinating at the same time. These are some of my favorite client cats. They're feral, and I worked with their person to ask them if they'd agree to be fixed. Both the big male and the smaller female agreed and walked into a carrier placed in the yard. Then once they were fixed, Michelle kept her agreement and returned them to the outdoors. But today it was about territory. At my client Michelle's house, the porch is big enough to have a couple of chairs on it, and hanging out there on occasion is Mama, Papa, and baby black cat. This is Prince. My client Michelle says, I want my cat Prince to feel comfortable in his space, and I want that space to include the front porch. I started by asking Prince how the territory was divided. He showed me the inside of the house belonged to himself and his playmate cat, Balance. He showed me that the outside belonged to this little feral cat family. I explained that Michelle wanted to know if we should ask the outdoor cats to leave the porch to him exclusively. Why? He asked. Because your mom wants you to feel as if the porch is your territory. Why? He asked. It reminded me of a conversation I had with a dog once about pain pills. His name was Twix. Twix's people said, we want Twix to know we're giving him pills because we don't want him to be in pain. I told Twix, and he said, why? Because we people like to avoid pain at all costs, I told him. Why? He asked. We just don't like it, I told him. Well, I like to hide it, he said. But life is not without pain. I don't want the disorientation that comes with pills. I feel dizzy, vulnerable, and it interferes with my quality of life, he told me. When I think the answer is obvious, animals remind me to look just a little bit deeper. The wisdom of their influence is often quite thought-provoking.